Hi there, Aries. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Becca, for those of you who are brand new. I hope everyone is doing well and staying safe during this time. I'm not really going to get into it. They'll flag me and kick me off, even though it's still a small channel, so they may not notice as much. But I do encourage people to use this time, and this is everybody, my friends, my family, anyone involved. I'm encouraging people to take this time to look at what it is that you want to see in the world going forward, and cultivating that within ourselves in this beautiful time of healing. Because that's what it is. This is a time of healing. So these are sacred times, and I hope everyone is doing well. I really do. I'm gonna pull a Oracle of the White Light for you. Oh, I don't have my book. Give me just a second. I'll go get my book. Sorry about that. Okay. One of these days I'm going to get a pause button. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pull one of these. These messages can be kind of long. So if you don't want to hear the message, or you just want to hear the reading, just fast forward to it. And yeah, so we have Tantra of 639 Hertz. Beautiful cards. And leave it right there so you can kind of see it. It's number 18, so it's a 9. Be open to that which seems unfamiliar or different. You will experience a breakthrough as you embrace an unusual approach. You are on a soul path of accelerated spiritual growth, which is swifter but not always easier. You do not have to contrive your own happiness, but you can dip into the bliss within your body to lighten your mental state and remind yourself everything is working out beautifully. Tantra is the conscious creative intermingling of the sacred masculine and sacred feminine energies that dwell within every human heart. When one chooses to honor the interplay of these sacred energies, we become able to engage with the mysteries of our life and respond creatively. Tantra is the refusal to turn away from your life experiences, even the painful ones, because you recognize that, with wisdom, spiritual growth can emerge from all things. Tantra is the willingness of your heart to thoroughly embrace that which might be difficult or different to what we expect, and through such open-minded, open-hearted engagement, discover a capacity to love and become wise. Tantra is the sacred relationship of the spirit and the body which creates the soul, with all its precious gifts of healing, creativity, love, and higher consciousness. The frequency of 639 Hertz evokes unity. It moves beneath conflict and grounds us in simplicity, connection, and love. When Tantra of 639 Hertz is in a reading, soul connections, whether twin flames, soulmates, spirit guides, or soul tribes, are especially significant to our spiritual growth. This frequency enhances the capacity for conscious and healing interaction between those who have been at odds. It is a loving cosmic bliss bomb which breaks the toxic grip of ego and facilitates soulful connection and karmic healing. If you have been working through relationship issues, this oracle brings good news for healing and resolution. This frequency also clears and strengthens the energy flow through the inner systems of the body, promoting cellular renewal. The heart healing brought about by this frequency heightens our spiritual awareness so we can navigate in both our relationships and our environments with more discernment and skill. When we cannot control our environments, we can work to become masterful of our own energy. This oracle brings reassurance. This frequency reestablishes our connection to the spiritual realms of love, light, and sacred healing beauty. It is the sublime frequency of ecstatic serenity. These beautiful energies can enter our field and create a movable spiritual feast which will nourish, support, protect, and shelter us, no matter the environment we may be moving through. The Oracle of Tantra 639 Hz asks you to allow connection. Do not zone out and turn away from what is happening, even when it is painful. Be gentle with yourself, but be persistent on your path. If you cannot proceed along a certain course, find another way, and do not abandon your dreams. Be receptive and yet also determined and dynamic. If you have been worrying about a situation, this oracle advises you are working your way through it. Whatever support you need shall be provided, and you are further along than you realize. The highest divine outcome is already being woven through your soul and into your experience. Well, things may not go as planned, but they are still going to work out. I love this card. I'll show it to you one more time. Okay, so let's go into your birthday reading, Aries. So, full moon coming up 2 days on the 8th. I do believe it's a Libra full moon, so time to release and surrender outcomes. All right. What is the recent past for my Aries? What is the recent past? We have the Knight of Swords. So, a message. Might not have been the most thought out message. The current situation is the Ace of Cups. What is the blockage? The Eight of Wands. What is the message from Spirit? The Lovers. And what is the potential outcome? We have the Emperor, the Hanged Man, and the Empress. Interesting. So, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups. So there's an offer out here that is both emotional and feels a little rash. I'm picking up a situation here that feels too good to be true. It feels too good to be true. You might be dealing with a water sign, you might be dealing with an air sign, specifically a Gemini. We have Aries, Taurus, and air. So there might be, what's blocking you is maybe that things feel like they're moving too fast. So let's get some clarifiers. Please clarify the Knight of Swords. Please clarify the Knight of Swords. Please clarify the Knight of Swords. I was drawn to them and now they're not talking. A lot of cards. Okay. The bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, the 9 of Wands. Okay. In reverse. So someone might be a little guarded. We have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 9 of Swords in the upright. And we have the 8 of Swords in the upright. So someone is trapped in this anxiety because they feel like they've lost their stability. And this is a sense of generational stability. Some of you may be feeling like you're going to lose your home, or you were feeling like you were going to lose your home. There's something here that it could have been this message that came in. We have 2 knights here, and I think both of you, might be 2 of you, I think both of them are kind of speaking to the same energy. One is, but I also feel like you might be more in your head, because there's a lot of swords here, about what you could potentially lose by moving forward with whatever this offer is. Let's look at this Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, this is, for me, this is actually self-love. This is, and I got shivers when I said that, this is having a very strong sense of your own self-worth, and knowing exactly what it is that you have, what you can offer, and what you are, what concessions you're prepared to make. Right? Please clarify this Ace of Cups. Please clarify this Ace of Cups. For those of you that are dealing with 2 people, it genuinely has you stuck in your own head. You're very, very, very stuck. But it's mental capacity in the recent past. Please. Please clarify this Ace of Cups. We have the 5 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, and the High Priestess in reverse. This is all about what you're going to have to give up to move forward with the situation. There's something here internally that you're not hearing. And you're going backwards, 5, 4, 3. If you're dealing with, I just want to say a water sign, be very cautious at this time about what it will cost you. For some of you, you're very much hanging on to something that has happened to you in the past, and it's really blocking you into moving forward into this Ace of Cups. And potentially working on someone and coming into that inner knowledge. Someone's intuition is screaming at them. Okay. The Mother of Swords. Thank you. The Ten of Swords in reverse. One more. And the Fool in reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Wands. So what's blocking you is action, passion, that get up and go in the morning, right? There's a need to clearly see what this betrayal was, the purpose for it, and to let go of feeling foolish over what that happened. There's a inner conflict that is spawning rash decisions, rash actions. The Eight of Wands can be communication, but it's very passionate communication. It's very fast communication. It can also be movement, so moving from one place to the other. Knights also represent movement. For those of you that are finding yourselves stuck in a situation, it's because you're not clearly thinking about it. There's a lot of emotion involved in it. There's a lot of anger involved in it. And it's a futile exercise. There's an air sign again. All right. In particular, Libra. Please clarify the Lover's card. What is this message from Spirit? So the Lovers represents a decision. It can also represent a divine union. We have the Hermit, the Sun of Pentacles, and the Star in reverse. Okay. So someone needs to do their due diligence. It's a lot of major arcana. Someone needs to do their due diligence. You need to light your own fire. You need to make up your mind and decide exactly what it is that you want, and take those slow and sure steps to get there. You may be dealing with a Taurus, but at some point you have to decide what it is that you want and kind of stick with it. But again, I mean, we have the Sun of Pentacles, that's the Knight of Pentacles. So now we have 3 Knights out here. With the Hermit card that depicts a turtle on it, there's something here that you need to take your time sorting through. The Star can talk about hope. It can talk about wish fulfillment. It can talk about divine understanding as well. And with it being in reverse, there's something here that you're not understanding. I feel like this message is telling you, take the time out to discover exactly what it is that you want moving forward, and take those little steps to get there. Let's look at this outcome. Please clarify the Emperor, the Hanged Man, and the Empress. Please clarify the Hanged Man and the Empress. Please clarify this outcome. Please clarify this outcome. The World in reverse. Temperance in the upright, and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, bottom of the deck, there's that Five of Wands again. So there is a conflict here that needs to be put to bed, and there's a new perspective on it. And I believe truly that this is about a divine feminine and a divine masculine. There's a sacrifice that's going to have to be made. And for some of you, there is a lack of closure here, especially on the part of the divine masculine. And whatever it is that part needs to give up, because we have both masculine and feminine energy. Finding balance between those two within ourselves is how you make this Ace of Cups. That is self-love. That is self-fulfilling. That's the beautiful connectivity of everything. So when we as human beings come to the understanding that everything is connected, and what our part in creating a healthy connection is, then we can move forward and know exactly what it is that we're working on, when we're working on it, and how we're working on it. It becomes incredibly clear. And there is a lack of clarity here throughout this entire reading. So the inner work has to be done here. And I feel like the majority of it is on this divine masculine. If this is two people, then it's the masculine counterpart, whether that's male or female or not. But there's a cycle that isn't closed. And the only way that that cycle is going to close is to make the best decision for all involved, including yourself. Create a different perspective and be receptive towards those things that come into you in a positive, healthy manner. That's what temperance is all about, is healing and the alchemy, the balance. It's also about patience and understanding and loving yourself. But there is a sacrifice here. Okay, so, and to understand what I'm saying, please look up the word sacrifice. I'm going to pull a mystical shaman oracle card and then a spirit animal oracle card. What is the final message for my Aries? We have the ancient ones. Number 1. The bottom of the deck, you have the sacrifice. Number 44. That's right, you can't make that shit up. Okay. This is the spirit animal oracle card. Thank you. We have giraffe spirit, number 29, which breaks down to 11. See the big picture. The bottom of the deck, you have dog spirit. Be loyal to what you love. Okay. The ancient ones are the shamans of old who defeated death and escaped from the tyranny of time. The ancient ones once walked the earth like us in flesh and bone. Now they reside in infinity and can counsel us after we say yes to our calling. They are available to help us attain our full realization. The ancient ones are inviting you to reach to the future to help birth a new destiny for the earth. Go ahead. Find out who you are becoming 10,000 years from now. If you accept the invitation, great power and blessings will come your way and allow you to craft a new destiny for yourself. Do not hesitate to bite off more than you can chew, because you have unlimited spiritual resources available right now. The medicine. The ancient ones beseech you to examine your attitudes and actions and be sure that they are of the highest integrity. Not forgiving an ancestor or yourself is keeping you from the freedom you seek. Remember, this is no longer your karma. You can break the chains that once bound you to the family drama and be free of your generational curses. Forgive the ones you need to release. Honor your biological ancestors by lighting a candle to them tonight. And the spirit animal oracle. Giraffes stretch upward to reach the treetops and look down from a high vantage point. When giraffe spirit appears, it is a sign to observe from a higher view. In all aspects of your life, it's time to stretch your neck out and broaden your view. Open your eyes to what others need or are experiencing and see the big picture you fit into. No matter how great your wisdom, knowledge, or experience, you don't want to overlook details and connections that will help you better understand yourself and your circumstances. So stretch yourself. Look beyond what catches your attention at eye level and know that nothing is as obvious as what you might like it to be. Spirit will bestow upon you a new perspective that might make all the difference. Protection message. Are you sticking your neck out too far, reaching too high instead of looking around to see conditions on the ground? Your devotion to co-creating something new is admirable, but Giraffe Spirit is showing up to remind you that you have to look at the whole picture, not just those tasty leaves at the top of the tree. Perspective is necessary now, and that means checking in with what is going on around you and at your feet. Or perhaps you are ruminating over the worries of the world instead of paying attention to what you can do right now, where you are, to bring about the changes you would like to see. Align with your highest good, and know that while perspective is important, transformation begins where you are. Do not get so far up in the clouds thinking about all the big problems that you lose perspective and forget to do your part, however small it may be. To start enacting change for transformation begins with you. Aries, that is your message. It's a strong message. It's very powerful, and I do hope that this reading has helped you. If it has, hit the like and subscribe button, and remember, I love you. Bye bye.